Hello everybody, hope you're doing really well. Come to a glorious church today that is extremely iconic just to look at. And you'd think that it would be a normal type of church, but actually when we look closer, it's hollowed out. I love ruined churches, don't you? So let's go in and have a look and enjoy your history lesson. In the glorious countryside of Bedfordshire lies a truly breathtaking church ruin, that of All Saints Church in Sedgenhoe, now part of the village of Ridgemont. The church was built around the 12th century, and as with all churches it had seen throughout its life many alterations, as well as some extensions in the medieval period that were never completed. But really, the heart of this story and how it came to be a ruin that you now see happened when, around the 14th century, its namesake village of Sedgenhoe slowly declined, and the village of Ridgemont, because of its location to the main road, became more prominent. In 1854 to 1855 a new church was built in Ridgemont, and in 1968 the church in Sedgenhoe was declared redundant and given over to Bedfordshire County Council to be used as a monument. It is now part of the parish of Ridgemont and continues to be used as a mortuary chapel for the adjacent graveyard until the mid-20th century. The church is now labelled as a scheduled ancient monument, and for me has to be one of the best ruined churches I've ever seen, and well worth a visit should you be in the area. Tell you what, as ruined churches go, it's got to be one of the best. Really incredible. I mean, it's just strange. It's just hollowed out. It's like, you know, it's a definition of abandoned. And it was. I mean, obviously that's the history. But I'm walking around and I'm just sort of seeing tiny bits of detail everywhere I look. Like the wooden framing, for example, still here. How amazing. Colour of the bricks still surprises me, the fact that it is still this vivid colour. You know, again, we talk about churches and we sort of say, at one point this would have been a thriving hub for people to worship and pray. And all around me are these graves, some new, some old, or newer, shall we say. It's just incredible. The more modern ones are sort of over there in the back, but it's just incredible, this church. It really is, just in beautiful condition. It's just hollowed out, like I said. It's strange. It's like a shell. It really is just the definition of a shell. We can look inside here. Obviously we're going to walk in, but look at that. Wow. Let's go for a walk. Come on, let's go in. Wow, when you walk in, it simply takes your breath away. You see the incredible arches, the beautiful stonework that still survives here. Oh, just, isn't this amazing? You've got to admit, everybody out there, we've seen some ruined churches and stuff before in our lives, but this one's definitely got a vibe to it. Look at this. I'm surprised at what still is here, to be fair. Look at the detail. Look at that. Look. Look at that. I'm assuming steps. Huh. Wow. what's really great is we can actually head into the tower, so we get to sort of see, I'm assuming that's the pulpit, isn't it? I'm assuming. It's been there, erected. Look at this though. We can walk into the tower, and then as we look up, look at that. The bell joist is still there, if you can see that, where the bell would have hung from. I mean, you just... There's rare moments when you visit a ruined church or an abandoned church where you simply cannot believe your luck when it comes to, like I said, what still remains here. And we know that probably, obviously, at one point this would have been locked, which probably should really be, to be fair. Somebody's blasted that wide open, but when you look up, that's incredible. To see where the bell would have been, that's mind-blowing. And the beautiful sun coming through what would have been stained glass. It's mesmerising. There's a very tranquil atmosphere here today as well. I do feel quite calm. You know, coming here, it's not a sort of haunted or paranormal sort of feeling that you would get from most haunted churches or churches, sorry. But there's a very calming atmosphere here, and I think it's just more to do with really the fact that it still survives. The tiling on the floor. Look at that. The fact that you can you open that? You can. Huh. Look at that. Wow. There you go. It says All Saints Church is being declared redundant under the pastoral measure of 1968. It's been given to the Bedfordshire County Council for its use as a monument. I'll tell you what, aren't we grateful for things like that? I want to shut the door, otherwise I'll forget. We will probably walk round and then we'll go back in again the way that we did originally. What is that? Familiar smell of like wooden varnish, and sort of like just that really nice smell. Do you know what I mean by that? But just exactly what you need on a day like this, just to come to a place like this on a beautiful day. I can imagine the atmosphere being slightly different on a winter's day, you know, or a wet, miserable day. But on this day that I'm here, I couldn't think of any place better to be, you know that. Wow. Anyway, here's the graves. So like I said, I'm not going to sort of show you around too much because this is obviously what it is. Here's our wonderful gravesite. Easy to park as well. Yeah, which is fantastic. The fact you can just park here, no problem, all free. Beautiful countryside around here in Bedfordshire as well. Look, these are all our modern graves. See, look, 2019 that was. Can't see that. 2019. People still getting buried here. There you go. Right. Let's go in there one more time. That'll be it. Come on. Well, as I stand here and lament and chill out, what an incredible place. And we just went in it. We did it really simple, didn't we? We just went in, we just walked through. You had your history lesson. The acoustics are amazing in here. What more do you want? Brilliant, isn't it? And the immortal words of Phoenix History, thank you as always for coming along with me, checking out my effort of making these videos a little bit more exciting for all of you. History obviously is so important these days, isn't it, to remind us. Wow, don't get any better than this, does it? Take care everybody. In the immortal words of Phoenix History, I'll see you all very soon. Look after yourselves. Kapow.